Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we will revisit the GT 1030, one of my favorite budget graphics cards, on our faster custom built gaming machine with the Core i7-2600. We're gonna benchmark a range of games with all the various detail settings, for example going from low to ultra, to get a better picture of what the GT 1030 can do. Big thank you to Brandon from Victoria, Australia for helping us with this video. He saw the recent video with the i5-2400 and the GT 1030 and sent us the i7-2600 processor that we are using today. He also sent us a few sticks of DDR3 memory and gifted us a copy of The Witcher 3. You can see it running in the background at 1080p with medium details throughout today's video. And a sneak peek to an upcoming video. I got so many comments about this graphics card. So good news, we now have a GTX 1050 Ti and we should also be getting the regular non-Ti version, so that will be coming up shortly. But today we are once again checking out the NVIDIA GT 1030. I really like this card, single slot, low profile compatible, only draws 30 watts and it's perfect to upgrade older computers that have integrated graphics. A quick look at our new test machine. We've got an Asus PH-H61MLX motherboard, the Intel Core i7-2600. We have 16 gigabytes of DDR3 memory and Octane 256GB SSD. We're using the Gigabyte GeForce GT 1030 running in OC mode. Windows 10 Pro, the 64-bit version, and it's all in an old Pentium 4 case. So let's dive straight into some benchmark results. First up, we've got 3D Mark. In CloudGate, we're getting 14,055. In Skydiver, 10,915. And in Firestrike, 3,228. The first game we're looking at is Crysis from 2007. Still a very beautiful looking game. So to explain the graph, at the bottom we have the detail settings that you can change in the game. And on the left hand side we have the frames per second. So at low details we're getting 146 FPS, at medium details 95, at high details 55, and at very high we're getting 33. So this is a game I would probably play with high details on this video card. Next up we have Dirt 3 from 2011. This game runs really well even on older machines and it looks absolutely gorgeous. At ultra low we're getting 188, at low 145 FPS, medium 112, high 78 and ultra 63 FPS. So this is a game you can max out at ultra with 4x anti-aliasing and it will run at 60 FPS on the GT 1030. The next game is Tomb Raider. This is the older version from 2013. Still lovely looking game and definitely worth playing. You should be able to pick it up for a low price if it's on Steam sale. So we're looking at 132 FPS at low details, 85 FPS at medium, 55 at high and 42 at ultra. So this is a game I would likely play at high details on the GT 1030. Next up we have BioShock Infinite from 2013. Fantastic looking game and runs well on older machines, but maybe not with the ultra details. So we're getting 125 FPS at very low details, 86 at low, 66 at medium, 56 at high, 48 at very high and 46 at ultra. So this is a game I would play at medium details just to be sure to get the 60 FPS on the GT 1030. The next game is Metro 2033. This is the Redux version with slightly improved graphics, released in 2014. At low details we're getting 69 FPS, medium 50 FPS, high we're getting 36 FPS and at very high 20 FPS. So this game is clearly more demanding. Only at low details do we stay above 60 FPS. So I would still play this game on medium details just because it looks a little bit nicer compared to low. And the next game is Rise of the Tomb Raider from 2015. I still haven't played this game. I only recently got it. It was on sale on Humble Bundle for $12, so I grabbed it. At the lowest settings we're getting 49 FPS, at low 40, medium we're getting 32, high we're getting 28, and at very high we're getting 19. So this is one of these games that doesn't really need to be running at 60 FPS to be enjoyable. So I would likely play it at medium or at low details. The lowest, it looks quite rough to be honest. And the next game is Deus Ex Mankind Divided from 2016. 27 FPS is all we're getting, even at low details, and it just gets worse from there. 21 at medium details, 18 at high, 14 at very high, and only 10 FPS at ultra. Very high and ultra, they use texture details that need more than 4 GB of VRAM, so the GT 1030 has no chance. But even at the low details, to get only 27 FPS is a little bit disappointing. So let's summarize what we've seen. Most games will run at 60 FPS at low details, and if you're happy with around 30 FPS, you should be able to select medium or high details. The absolute latest and greatest games, they can be a little bit too much for the GT 1030, and here selecting the lowest details is really what you need to do in order to get the game to run playable. As for the processor, the i7-2600 is going really strong. Even with modern games, most of the time it is running idle and it's just begging for a faster graphics card. The extra amount of RAM and the SSD keep everything nice and smooth. The loading times are fast, and all in all we had a very smooth experience. So there you have it. What do you think? And let me know if there's anything you want me to test in future videos. I think this is a pretty nice test machine and I want to stick with this one for a while. Very shortly in future videos we will check out the GTX 1050 Ti and how it compares against the GT 1030. And that's it for this video. As always, the usual YouTube stuff. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, click on that notification bell, like or dislike, share the video with your friends, and I shall see you soon with another one.